Night King Oche was gone. The moon refused to hide behind the cloud. It hung over Idoma like a vigilant touch, red, swollen, almost watching. Old women whispered that only children with heavy destinies were born under such a moon. Men say that the gods were marking a soul for greatness or tragedy. Nobody could be certain which. By 25, Oche's destiny came for him. His father, King Adam, fierce as a lion and beloved like rain after drought, was laid to rest in a grave carved from the foot of the ancient iroko tree. The young prince walked behind a coffin with steps too steady for his age, shoulders straight, heart trembling inside him like a caged spirit. Thousands followed, women waved and tore their wrappers, warriors beat their chests in thunderous salute, and the land thundered with drums as the chief placed the leopard skin crown on Oche's head and declared, "Behold Oche, son of Adanu, the chosen of the gods, king of Idoma. But power, like fire, warms and burns in the same breath." For while the kingdom celebrated, Oche mourned, not only for his father, but for the weight of an entire kingdom now resting squarely on his young shoulders. Yet, there was one light in his world that made everything bearable. Ochanya, his first love, his first wife, the only woman who knew how to calm the thunderstorms inside him. They had grown up like two vines twisting around the same tree, inseparable. When he ascended the throne, he did not hesitate. He made her queen. The wedding celebration was so grand that neighboring kingdoms sent gifts, cowries, wines, and dancers. The night sky over Idoma glowed with hundreds of burning torches, and drums boomed until every newborn stirred in their mother's arm. When Oche saw Ochanya that night, her skin glowing like polished bronze, her smile trembling with awe and devotion, he whispered, "You will give me a home, you will give me a legacy." But destiny has a cruel sense of humor. 1 year passed, then 2. Ochanya's womb stayed silent. The palace walls, once filled with laughter, now echo with whispers, low, sharp, poisonous. She is barren, a queen without seed. The gods have closed her womb. It did not take long for those whispers to reach the kinsmen's men who had watched over the royal lineage for generations. They approached Oche with slow steps and hard faces, their walking stick tapping like impatient woodpeckers. The oldest among them, Chief Ode, spoke first. "Your Majesty, the throne requires an heir." Oche clenched his jaws, eye narrowing. "Ochanya is my wife, my only wife, the woman of my heart." Chief Ode sighed. "Love is sweet, my king, but the kingdom is bitter without a successor." The word hit Oche like arrows. That night, he found Ochanya sitting on the floor of their chamber, her wrapper soaked with tears. She didn't look up. "Oche," she whispered, voice cracking, "They want to replace me?" "I will never replace you," he said firmly, sitting beside her. "You are my queen." But even he could feel the pressure tightening around him like a tightening noose. His people were restless. His elders were anxious. His dreams were haunted by visions of empty thrones and fading lineage. He sought the priest, the soothsayer, the moon readers. He sacrificed kola nut, goat, chickens, even precious birds. But every oracle gave the same cryptic message: the gods are patient, but time is not. 3 years into their marriage, just when doubt was about to swallow them whole, fate cracked open like a dry god. Ochanya took him. The palace exploded in celebration. Women danced up their left until their feet blistered. Warriors fired around into the sky. Old men drank palm wine until the eggs spun. Oche held Ochanya's face in both hands and whispered, "Our heir is coming. The gods have remembered us." Ochanya glowed. Her laughter returned, rich and sweet. The queen the kingdom has once doubted now walked with her head high. But joy is a fragile thing. When labor came, it came with storms. Thunder cracked over the palace roof. The wind weighed on like a hungry spirit. Ochanya screamed, pushing, praying, sweating. Then a baby's cry, a soft cry, a girl, a beautiful girl. King Oche's heart broke, but he forced a smile. He kissed the child's tiny forehead. Ochanya named her heir, meaning gift, but the murmurs returned after immediately. Gift? A gift without value. The kings whom the gods have mocked. Oche ignored them. Ochanya tried. But over time, her smile began to crack around the edges. Ochanya conceived again. A second chance, a second hope. But when the baby arrived, it was another girl. Her name was Ibe, my portion. But the palace did not hide its disappointment. Old women clicked their tongues. Men shook their heads. The king's men muttered, "A king of only daughters, unthinkable. How many will she produce before she gives him a son? Maybe never." Oche heard Ochanya every night as she sobbed into his chest. "I am trying," she whispered. "I am trying to give you a son." "I know," he whispered back, "and I love you." But even love began to tremble beneath the weight of expectation. Ochanya conceived again. This time, she prayed harder than ever. Fasting, ritual baths, she drank bitter herbs, rubbed her belly with sacred oils. She begged the gods for mercy. When the baby came, another girl. Eme, mother, 3 daughters, 3 disappointments as far as the kingdom was concerned. The palace now buzzed with open criticism. The queen is cursed. She brings only daughters. She is not fit for the throne. How long will the king endure this shame? The elders of Idoma struck once more. Then they came with their walking sticks again and stern faces, forming a wall of disapproval before King Oche. Chief Ode's words were sharper this time more. A king without a son is like a river without water, he said. Without a male heir, the throne is vulnerable. The kingdom is unprotected. Another elder hissed, "Your Majesty, this crown is not a toy. The bloodline is not firewood. You must marry another woman. This one has failed." Failed. The word stamped Ochanya's heart like a spear. For the first time, Oche saw something terrifying in his wife's eye. Hopelessness. Not sadness, not fear, but something deeper, something breaking. That night, Ochanya fell to her knees before him, clutching his legs as tears streamed down her face. "Oche, don't leave me. Don't replace me. I will give you a son, I promise. Just give me more time." Oche felt knelt beside her, holding her shaking hands. He murmured, but it did not sound convincing. A king belonged to his people, and his people wanted something he could not give them. Not through Ochanya. The palace slept, but Oche did not. He sat on the throne long after midnight, staring at the flickering flame of the palm oil beside him. Each shadow that danced on the wall whispered a new fear. What if the elders were right? What if the gods had rejected Ochanya? What if Idoma's throne will fall because of his stubborn love? His heart battled with duty. His mind battled with tradition. His soul battled with the gods. The first rooster crowed before he finally stood. He knew what the kingdom expected of him. He knew what the elders would demand in the next council meeting. He knew what every whisper in the palace meant. He knew what was coming, and he feared it. For the first time since becoming a king, Oche felt powerless. As dawn crossed the sky, bleeding red light over the palace walls, King Oche realized he might have to do the very thing he feared the most: take another wife. Please watch out for part 2 of the story.